Can you give us an approximation of how many texts and emails after a certain play you made the other night?
It was definitely a lot. Can't really give you a number.
When you go back and see it, I mean, Carson saw the replay and he shared what he told, he said he just couldn't believe what he'd seen when he watched the review in the stadium. And he said it wasn't even your best catch. He said you had one in spring that was even better than that. When you go back and see plays like that, do you even surprise yourself with what you're able to do in those moments?
Uh, I wouldn't say I was surprised. It was just the world was surprised. I know I'm capable of making any play, man. When the ball in the air, I just feel like it's really just me and the ball. So, like they said that I did in the spring, man. It comes down to things like that as far as like us just executing as a whole and doing those things in practice and it coming back to light. So it was definitely I wouldn't say surprising, but it was definitely a great play.
Last one for me, real quick. Was there one text or something you heard from a fan or a friend or a family member or whatever that really stood out?
Um, Not that I can remember, man. I don't really get into all the media and all the praise and stuff like that, man. I'm willing to just come in and move on to the next week, man. It was a great play, but we still got things to focus on. We on Bethune Cookman now, so I'm driven. It's tunnel vision for me.
Thank you.
All right, next up we'll go to Adam and then Jordan will go to you.
Hey CJ, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good. So I know you just said you don't really focus much on the media and the praise, but to ask one more question about the media and the praise, you know, see you. I know you were number one on SportsCenter's top 10. Just how cool was that? I mean, that's something I think a lot of people, kids watching SportsCenter look up to that and stuff like that.
It was definitely cool, man. It's definitely a kid's dream, to be on SportsCenter, man. But I think what I'm most proud of is as a team, as a whole, the effort that we played with, man. Especially in the receiver room, man. We were blocking our tails off, man, and I think that was probably the best moment for me in the game. I know the highlights was cool of the catch, but I'm just really proud of how much effort we played with and how fun it was too to put our paws on these DBs, man. But it was definitely a cool catch, a kid's dream. But I'm even more proud of how we came out with the effort we had.
All right, next up we'll go to Jordan and then Matt.
Yeah, hey there, CJ. Obviously, we can see that the trust that you and Carson, the bond that you guys have out there on the field, just what was it like building that over the course of the 6, 7 months since you both got here in January, and then specifically the last month once he started being able to get on the field and start throwing?
I think it really kind of came with the chemistry and the gel we had off the field because we both were a little banged up in the spring, man. And just rallying these guys together in the season, I mean the off season, and actually not being on the field, I think it definitely correlated to last Sunday, man. So it was just really built up energy. I think we all had a message to prove. We had a point to prove, man. And I can't be more grateful for Carson being a leader, a vet, and him just having the knowledge and the tools that I can carry over. It definitely shows Sunday.
And then just one more, as you guys come off of that big win, obviously big emotional win to begin the season, how do you guys balance riding the high of a big win like that, but also knowing there's a long season ahead, you still have a lot you have to accomplish? Just how do you guys balance that?
Um, it's day by day, man. We don't we don't get too high, man. We don't get too high in the good times. We don't get too low in the bad, man. So we just stand level headed. And we focus on this week. We not focused on the next week. We're not focused on this past game. We got work to put in.
All right, Matt, you'll wrap us up.
Yes, sir. Last one for you. So you mentioned the effort you guys played with, and Shannon Dawson made a point to say he couldn't remember ever seeing a wide receiver core block the way you guys did. Where does that come from? Is that something you guys actually talk about and take pride in for a certain reason?
Oh yeah, for sure. Coach Beard and Coach Varner, they said we got to make a point. We got to make it hard for DBs, not just on pass plays, but on run plays as well, man. And I think when we do that, man, it kind of lets the defense know like, oh, these guys are not stopping. Like it's every play, it's consistent, man. And us blocking it just open up holes for the running backs. For us to make explosive plays, not just when we got the ball in our hands, but for also for the running backs.
So after watching the film of Sunday night's game and everything, analyzing what you guys did, just what do you feel like you guys on the line did well, and what do you think you guys still, need to work on through the course of the year?
I mean, there's always room for improvement. Throughout the course, I thought our run game was pretty good. You know, and it all starts from us. We said that in the locker room before and afterhand. It starts from us. We gotta set the standard. We're the tone setters for the, we set the standard for the whole team. But all in all, I mean, there's still some things we need to fix up on the run game, even on the pass game. Some missed assignments and stuff.
Do you think like opening the season against a team like last year you guys had Florida, this year you guys had Notre Dame, opening against a really strong team like that, do you think that maybe helps you guys? Like it's like, okay, you have to, be firing on all cylinders, from the jump, or does it not matter?
Oh, yeah. I mean, always the first game, is always that because, the whole off season from off season all the way to fall camp. I mean, you're eager to play someone else. I mean, you get tired of playing Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor, and then you want to face like another opponent. It's like you want to get out there in front of the fans, in front of the stage. So I guess the first game is always that live. It's always where are we ready or not?
And then one more for me, just because you mentioned Ruben Bain and Nakeem Mesidor. When you saw them kind of, terrorizing Notre Dame's offensive tackles, was that like, I mean, was that about as predicted for you? I mean, going up against them all spring, all fall, is that what they've been doing basically?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I've been knowing that since fall camp. I mean, they gave me a hard time too in fall camp, and we battled back and forth each and every day, and we improve on that. And they my boys, so I knew they were going to do that on Sunday.
All right, Matt, we'll go to you and then Jordan.
All right. Can you sort of talk to what, if anything, you think Miami proved to the nation with this win?
Um, you know what? I don't really think we don't even have to prove anything. We know who we are. We know what we're worth, and we know how hard we work for each and every win. I mean, with that first win, it's a win. It's a big win. Don't get me wrong, but we still have 15 more opportunities to go. So yes.
All right, Jordan, we'll go to you.
Yeah, hey there, CC. You mentioned the run game. I wanted to ask you specifically about Marty's touchdown, the one where you guys all just basically barreled and bullied and pushed him to make sure that he was able to get in the end zone. Just as an offensive lineman, just can you take us through just what it's like to be part of that when you guys are just doing what you can to get those couple extra yards again in the end zone?
That's who we are. I mean, Coach Mirabal has been emphasizing finishing. We finish till the whistle blows, and if we see our running back get stuck in a hole, our goal is to push him 3-4 more yards, get that extra yards. Even on the fourth down, where we went for it and finally get the first down. Our whole emphasizes finishing and playing for your teammate. I mean, our wide receivers do a hell of a good job blocking too, and our running back do their thing. And you see that other clip, it shows like we play for each other. That one clip where Mally ran in and out and he caught the ball, and you can see Marty just sprinting down the field blocking his butt off. I mean, that's just who we are. We play for each other, and is what make us unique.
Just, first off, what was your first experience as a Miami Hurricane like? I mean, what was that? What was all of Saturday like for you?
On a Sunday, I'll say
Sunday.
it was amazing. Like walking in the stadium was amazing. Looking at the lights alone, like even outside of the fans, was looking outside, looking at the lights, the supporters, the fans, seeing all the orange. It was fantastic. I ain't gonna lie, it was fantastic.
And then obviously, the D line played really well. You guys were really disruptive on Sunday, not Saturday. So just, how do you feel like you guys did? What do you think you guys still need to work on, after that game?
I feel like we stepped up to the occasion for sure, but we left a lot on the table 100%. I don't have any plays that I can really pinpoint, but there was a lot of plays out there that we could have did better. We could have it shouldn't have been as close of a game as it was in that sense. We left a lot on the table.
And how does playing with, edge rushers, guys like Ruben, guys like Akeem Mesidor, obviously they're very disruptive players. How does that open things up for you guys on the interior?
It's great. They come off the edge, the QB steps up in the pocket. It's like I don't know the word for it, but like if I'm not getting some, if Ma not getting none, if Jay Scott not getting none, the end's gonna get it. Somebody gonna eat.
All right, and we'll go to Matt.
Yeah. Hey, David. Can you sort of assess your own play? It's your first game as a Miami Hurricane. How do you think you did, and what do you think you did best, and what do you want to improve moving forward?
I believe that I stepped up to the occasion in a sense, but I don't want to say I didn't have a superstar game in any type of sense. Still a lot for me to work on in the sense of like closing out on certain plays and getting off the ball on other plays. And well, yeah, simply that.
All right, Jordan, we'll go to you.
Yeah, hey there, David. Just wanted to get your thoughts on some of the other defensive tackles. Ahmad Moten, Justin Sky. How did you feel the two of them did, and what's the chemistry like? What's the rapport like between the three of you?
I feel like we all did great. It was in our chemistry, man. We're very close. You know what I'm saying? Like talk every day for real, and we got a great relationship. Like if I'm out there, if they make a play, it feels the same as me making a play. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna celebrate damn near more than them. You feel what I'm saying? Like it really is a brotherhood in that sense.
And then just now that you guys have a live game under in Coach Heatherman's defense, what stands out about it? What makes his defense so successful when things are working?
What makes his defense so successful?
Or what leads to success in Coach Heatherman's defense, I should say.
Us playing hard. If we don't play hard, and it could be the greatest defense in the world. You don't play hard, your defense not going to work. And he really harps on that and us playing hard, playing violent, and that's what we do. And then that's when the success comes. If we play hard and violent, the success is going to follow.